Hey guys, it's Big Bear here again. Another battle report down in Texas, and I'm playing on the same table I just did my last one on. But I'm also fighting another dwarf player, but this is a different dwarf player. So he will be using mantic models for his dwarves, and that's why they look a little different. So here we go. Here's an overview of the battlefield. It's the same as the last one. The only difference is that that middle piece and the back right piece are no longer special at all. They're just, the middle one is dangerous terrain for anybody that walks through it, and the other one's a wall. So here's my battle line here. On the very far right side, I have my tomb guard with a prince. He has a 4-up save once per game in there, and then I have my casket behind the building. I have my 6-2 Shopti with a musician lined up there. My 75 skeletal warriors and a prince. The prince has a 6-up ward save versus war machines and a great weapon. And then there's my carrion, my archer, 15-man archer unit with my level 4 with power scroll, and then my 3 chariots with the +1 movement banner and my hero titan. And then on my top left-hand side, there is the 5 skeletal horse archers. They scouted up there so they could be a threat to him. And then here's his battle line. He has 2 units of 10 crossbowmen. There's a cannon back there with the engineer upgrade, and the reroll to hit, or reroll to, what do you call it, the reroll forging, basically, in case he doesn't bounce where he needs to. Then he has 3 blocks here. There's 30 longbeards on the far left hand side with a Thane BSB, it's kind of killing, and a Ruin Lord. And then the middle is a unit of great weapon guys, and the far right hand side is another unit with a dwarf lord in it. So surrounding that unit in the middle is also a organ gun, a grudge thrower fully upgraded to reroll to hit, strength 5, and then another cannon with flaming and the reroll to bounce. First turn he gets it, he just rotates to shoot at me. First turn to shoot next time, and then he shoots his cannon and kills my hero titan with another 6 to wound on this guy. Pretty sure this is the last battle I'm going to see him in for a while for competitive builds, because he's just such a liability to cannon shots, and there's too many cannons out there. But then for the middle of my line, he hits with a grudge thrower and kills about 10 or 12 models. Even with that 6-up ward, they're dying pretty hard. And then, so my turn. I just go ahead and move up a tomb guard. My casket's hiding still, and my Shafty walk up. They got hit by a cannonball. It didn't kill the guy though. It just put a wound on. And then on my left side, I have my birds fly up behind that dangerous terrain pit, and then my chariots move up on the left-hand side along with my archers. My horse archers go ahead and move up. I don't charge him because I'm trying to just slow him down so I can get my chariots into his flank. I noticed with Tomb Kings you got to be patient even if you take some more casualties by doing that, but you can't just trickle in or they'll kill you because you're so slow to get there. So, as said, move up my battle line here. I go some more guys back onto that unit with magic. Just stems some of the losses from the grudge show that's just already starting to decimate me. And yeah, there we go. That's a general overview of my left flank again. So if you notice, I got a pretty good charge there with my chariots onto his crossbow unit. That's going to shoot and kill some more of my guys. And here you go. Here's his turn. He go ahead and shoots his crossbows, kills 3 of my guys. I only have 2 left, but that's all I really need to tie up war machines. It'd be nice to have them all to kill the war machine, but it is what it is. And then he also shoots an orb gun and destroys a bird. I think he rolled 4 hits and then did 2 wounds out of those. So I got lucky he only did 2. And then his grudge thrower hits again and kills another like 12 or 14 models. That thing is the bane of my existence with this big skeletal block, but it's the price I pay because, it is really good against everybody else. So there you go. I go ahead and charge with my chariots. As you can see, they crush that unit, and they reform to face his other crossbow unit. And then he kind of shuffles his middle great weapon unit to the center in case my chariots get over there. He doesn't want me to hit and then overrun to the flank. And then he hits with another grudge thrower hit, which kills even more guys. So if you notice, my unit was 75 strong. It's down to, I think, what's that, 30 guys? 31 guys. So that thing is just murdering me. It's killed 30 plus guys already. And then my chariots, on my turn, go ahead and make the charge into the other crossbowman unit. I should have shuffled to the right more. That way I could have overran into the cannon, but I misjudged it, so that'll cost me later. I overrun it and it takes me off the table instead of hitting the cannon because I barely clipped it before it hit the cannon, so they're just going to come on the board the next turn, so that's kind of an indication of that. His turn commences. He doesn't really do a whole bunch. He kind of kills my horse archers, shoots my carrion to death off the table as well, so didn't really take a picture of it because I just forgot, honestly. But so yeah, the rest of my battle line just kind of moves up, and my shopty in a really bad spot. I didn't really think about. I mean, it was really a crappy deployment for me. I honestly got my whole battle line deployed. I was really, ready to go, and I totally forgot about them. So I just kind of threw them in the spot, which, you never want to do. But and here you go. My scorpion lands in front of my archers, and his turn. He goes ahead and charges my shopty. They're gonna die to these great weapon guys. I know it. Hoping I can just counter charge in there on my next turn, and especially with my tomb guard. Here's another grudge thrower hit, so even more guys are dying. I am regrowing them though, so it doesn't seem like I'm taking. I mean, that's why it seems like I'm just taking, hundreds and hundreds of casualties. So there you go. After combat, he kills 3 of my Ushapti with combat res already included, and it goes to my turn. So I decide here to take my tomb guard into his flank because it was a longer charge to get to his lord's unit. And if you notice back there, my scorpions threatening his lord too. I didn't want to just throw that thing away, so I figured I'd charge here on the flank and just decimate the unit. And I don't. I kill enough. He fails his steadfast. He rolls insane courage. So it was really horrible. So here you go. Now he's charging my flank with his lord's unit, and then this far left-hand side, his cannon's just kind of mopping up all of my stuff. It goes ahead and kills. It kills my chariot in hand-to-hand. Believe it or not, I just whiff everything, and then it's ready to start firing on my lines again. But it goes to my turn. I have nothing else really to do, so I just kind of slam my skeleton unit into his dwarf warriors in the middle, and the archers also had a long bomb charge, and I made it. And fight the hand-to-hand, and sure enough, I kill almost that whole entire unit except 3 guys, and the game ends. So that being said, what I learned from all this, I mean, deployment is really key for Tomb Kings. You can't afford to just forget something, which I did, and I was real foolish. And you can't. It's hard to regain that ground. And then the second thing I learned was that big monsters are almost useless against cannons. I understand that cannons, need a place in the game, but the fact that the D6 wounds just evaporates big monsters is a little ridiculous. Maybe a D3 or something, or D3 plus 1. I mean, I remember back when dwarven cannons used to do D3, they weren't that ridiculous in my opinion. They were pretty balanced, but it is what it is. So until they drop that down, probably start taking less monsters. And the last thing that I learned from this is that I think that the Tomb Guard, are pretty essential, especially given them the Razor standard. It allows them to be able to cut through infantry pretty hard, get a 6-up ward save at all times. The 5-up actually does help, especially when you're debuffing people. And I mean, they're just so good. They're killing below people. As they fought like his whole army. So I can't really complain about that. But yeah, it's a victory to the dwarves due to him killing most of my minimum chaff units and such. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time.